Hello and welcome to part 3 of me building a personal brand and a journey that I'm on. I've had 2 very exciting things happen over the past week, which I'm going to share from you here, which are very exciting. One for the future, one that's currently happening, just to give you a heads up as to what I've discovered in terms of now making content go viral. But first things first, my friend Adam has very kindly lent me his A6400. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Compact camera. This is supposed to be an absolute beast. He's given me the light on top as well. He's also very generously lent me another lens, and then also these incredible, this is going to be a test for one hand, incredible microphones as well. Like, throw me right in at the deep end here, but I'm hoping to get some really good footage of this because I'm going to a festival on my own in about 2 weeks time, so this will be getting some good use out of it. Okay, welcome back to part 2 or part 3 of building a personal brand. I've got a challenge I want to share with you that I'm currently facing, like in this moment. I've got a win, which in terms of understanding what goes viral for me at least, and then also a plan moving forwards. First challenge is that my laptop has anywhere between 15 to 20 gigabytes worth of storage available to it right now. But Loom, the software I'm currently using to record this, every time I go to record, says we have critically low storage, and then a lot of the time I have to like move things around in a storage, and it then allows me to do it. But it's a lot of the time telling me it's critically low storage and won't let me record anything. So for me to spend a Sunday afternoon planning recording this video is a ball ache in itself, right? Because on a Sunday, who wants to really be doing that when you spend all week doing this? But to actually get the actions in place to set this up, set the lighting up, make sure that everything is right is a ball ache. Then when you've done all that, it then goes, yeah, by the way, you can't record any of what you're trying to do. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, man, give me a break. But anyway, I digress. We've started it, but that's reality of what I'm doing here. So it's something I'm working on. The win, okay? Well, don't know if this is a win or not. It is, I guess, because I'm building a personal brand awareness, is that I've had a video go somewhat viral in the past 3 to 4 days. Currently it's 84.7 thousand views, and it's going up. It's going up like by 100 views literally every 5 minutes still. And so I'm going to just show you what the analytics of that look like right now for it. So this is like literally 10 minutes ago. Yeah, 10 minutes ago. This was 84,000 views, 495,000 likes, 1,500 comments, 165 shares, 578 saves, 144 followers. Now, what I've been trying to do over the past couple of days before recording this video is find out why this has gone viral. I think it's because it's currently a trending topic on TikTok, and I also think that it's quite a controversial topic as well. And it's also opinion based. So it's a controversial opinion. Well, it's not even really opinion I've got in there. It's more of a question I'm asking, but it's a controversial topic around a trending topic right now, and it's about the conversation between to have kids or not to have kids. And in the comments and everything, I've been very sort of neutral about it to some extent, I guess. You know, in the captions saying, you know, I'm still open to changing my mind about having kids, but at the minute I'm wondering why people are having kids and so on and so forth. Anyway, the point being is that I believe the reason this has blown up is because of the controversy of it and the current topic, like I said. And so this is what we're currently looking like here. So what I'm thinking now, and here's where, you know, you learn your strategy is figuring out what your strategy is. And this is now a really big milestone in my strategy, I believe, because this is me going, okay, this is how I get eyes on a page, for example. And so my strategy now moving forwards, which I will start incorporating, is when I go through a period of trying to create awareness or trying to create reach, I will post something like this. A hot topic that is somewhat controversial, or an opinion based on something that could be controversial, right? Because then I know that thing will blow up. So let's say, you know, you could be like, right, let's focus for the next 4 to 6 weeks on building value, just having value, putting a little bit of personal journey out there and everything else. Then it's like, okay, I've not really gained many followers in the past couple of weeks. Let's push to do that. That's where content like this will come into play. And so you can see how, like, you know, ad hoc, you'll throw it in as and when you feel it's necessary to do so. So that's something that's worked really well for me over the past couple of days. Again, the topic, I guess, is kind of irrelevant, It's irrelevant because a lot of these followers have been women that agree with me, so therefore not really a target market I would want to have. But at the same time, there is a large percentage of people that have followed me which are blokes, but also at the same time that I'm not trying to be a niche. I'm just sharing my opinion and my thoughts, my experience of the world, which is building my personal brand, and this is part of that. So it's kind of I don't know if it's a double-edged sword for me or not, but either way, this is where we are. So that's works well for me. And the final thing in terms of plans moving forward, again, just to build out the sort of ecosystem of my personal brand, but this is more about business side of my brand, if you like, which is part of my personal brand, I'll move this across, is this here. I'm going to start an email list in the next couple of weeks. And so what it's going to be is 27 days to maximize your business growth. I'm still playing around with the name of it, the title, but essentially here, there's going to be an email list with 27 days of emails, and in each day there are going to be ways in which you can now maximize your productivity in business and growth and so on and so forth from my own learning experience. And part of this here is because I want to share my knowledge, and I think it's valuable stuff that I have learned about growing a business, which I believe can help people. But then secondly as well, it will be to build an email list, which will be invaluable, but then also for it to be a bit of a lead magnet for me leading forwards into, again, emails are another avenue for me to have a personal brand, because at the minute I'm Instagram, I'm TikTok, I'm YouTube. They're great. There's multiple of them, but the problem with them is that they're not my platforms. If they shut down tomorrow, I'm fucked, essentially, and so are you if you're trying to build a business through there. And so emails are going to be those things where you can control that. If social media went flat out tomorrow for whatever reason, you've still got that as a backup kind of thing, because we've seen that social media goes down maybe once every year on average, we've seen for like 24 hours. So yeah, something that's and obviously with TikTok as well, the whole America thing and China thing and so on and so forth. So this is going to be for me to build. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze there. Apologies, I always sneeze in twos, very strange. And so this is going to be here. So biggest challenge, storage, trying to figure this all out here. I wasn't going to include the challenge as struggling. It just spent me 20 minutes to just actually start recording this video here because of storage, but I'm here to be transparent and as open with as big or as little of the challenges are, because I want this to almost be, I'm documenting it, right? And so therefore, to some extent, I guess, subconsciously thinking out loud now, there's part of me that, a very small part of me that's thinking that, if and when I do build a personal brand to where I want it to be, which I truly believe that I can use this video as a reference point, and also for people to follow along with and realize what is actually required to do this and the actual challenges you're facing. Because it's it would be easy for me to not talk about that challenge and be like, hi, I've just sat here, dead easy, click record and off we go. It's like, no, there's also like logistical challenges that I am personally facing now, as well as the actual challenges. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have a job to do, which is build a personal brand, make content and everything that's inquired in that. And it's like, and even as a byproduct of that, there then becomes more challenges and obstacles which have nothing to do with the thing I'm trying to do, which is quite funny, but also very frustrating. So I hope that's helped. This is the weekly update of my personal branding. Of course, any questions, let me know. But yeah, this is what's currently working for me.